3. Ladies and gentlemen, today, as I promised, another show analyzing all the tokens that you've been asking for. As again, I am live every single day on Crypto Banter Plus. That's why you can find me. There is going to be a link in the description to the show, so you can come. It's 11 UTC. And because I don't have a lot of time to analyze all the tokens on that show, I ask you to leave a comment. And once you leave a comment, I am going to pick the tokens from here and analyze them on this show. So we got a lot of tokens to go through. We're probably not going to go through all of them, but a lot of repetition, a lot of stuff. Let's get into this. Number one, please subscribe to this channel. I am going to be back at some point, but need to go out and endeavor and just make a name for myself. And obviously, if you can have the best product, the best show in the world, but if no one knows about it, you're basically screwed. So I'm on a mission to help the Banter fam and at the same time, let people know that I am alive and I'm doing, basically, we're making the best show on the planet. So if that sounds good, please subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Make sure to follow me on X. That said, let's jump into it. Number one, let's go. What should we? If you want to see the total market cap analysis that I did, you can see that. On the Banter Plus show. Let's go. So number one token. Let me just put this away from here. Number one token is. Love Fefe never disappoints. We're gonna do a community thing. Let's go 𝗏 and AR. Okay, so 𝗏 obviously Pavel Durov has been released. Let's look at 𝗏. This is gonna be like this fast, quick look on all these tokens. He's being released. The question really is what is going to happen with the token. He is being detained in France. I would not trade this token, but if you want to, it should come back in theory to the 5.3-ish region. It is building up liquidity, so this is all driven by the hype and by the FUD and all the stuff that's happening with this poor man over there in France. So if you want to long it, I would wait for 5.37 and then take a long position if I see a market structure shift there. Let's look at AR. Let me go. So AR, it's beautiful. So I've been expecting this level to be hit. It didn't hit at the time when I was expecting it though. So it came back down to the discount on the 4-hour chart. Beautiful, beautiful retrace. The only problem that I see here is, again, on the higher time frame, we are still bearish. So we are talking about scalp positions. So if you want to take a scalp position on this leg, it actually completed a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful retrace. What could be interesting is if it would make a market structure shift on the 15-minute, it would be great. This would be the level that I'd be looking at up here. Sorry about this. This would be the level that I would be looking at up here. So from here around, what is happening here? Around this region, about 23.8 is the region. If we would see a break above there, you can get in on a position, target at least 1-to-1. You gotta play it with the total market cap as well, but technically this could be great. I'm targeting all the way up here. This liquidity will be taken all the way up here to the 28.5-ish thousand region. This would be the level where I'd be looking at taking profits, but obviously it's a market where you have to take whatever you can. Someone is saying Fefe needs a better understanding of Warren's business. He owns dozens of companies. He's far more than just an investor that buys and sells. The guy owns the planet most well-known brands. He owns. That's what he does. He owns. That's buys and sells. Okay, so let's go, Brett. Let's go, Brandon. Here we go. So I've been expecting this to happen. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful played out. We talked about it on the show. I called this thing on the show AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. If you got in this trade, you've made about 20% if you sold on top, but it's obviously coming down much, much more now. I do warn you again that this could be a great entry point, and it does actually make a 15-minute high, which is a weak market structure shift, but I would not fade this. I would not fade this. So it's kind of, it's rather a liquidity sweep. Yeah. I would not. This would actually be a decent short now. This would actually be. I do think that the total market cap will fall. So this could be a decent short. What I would be looking at is, again, we're talking about scalps. If we would close below here, this would be an interesting long enough shorting opportunity. 50% up here and 50% up here would be my level. Target is all the way down here, all the way to the 7.7-ish region. But watch out, the market can reverse very, very fast. Someone is saying FTM. Let's go FTM. Shout out to the fan. Oh, look at this! I actually gave this entry on the show as well. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I think I sold around here, but this is beautiful. Would have worked out perfectly 1-to-1. This was the trade that came back all the way to this POI up here. If you look at this, this is the 15-minute and possibly even the hour. Yeah, it's even the hourly POI. If you look at this, so this was the level that created a new low. It is rejecting very, very nicely from that level. There is no real entry here, so I do think that we are going to see a liquidation of these events. Don't short this. Try to take a long if you see a market structure shift in these regions. You could short. You could long. This would actually be a great long here. So about 41-ish could be a great long market structure shift, and then a moon from there. Let me go further. Someone's asking for Solana. Let's go Solana. Go into the 4-hour chart. Let me see what this shows here. Still shows slow. Yeah, so this is actually quite nice. So this is actually quite nice. We do have a market structure shift. We don't have a market structure wake, but we do have built up liquidity here. I do believe these relative equal highs will be taken. So Solana will be a great long. Gotta wait for the liquidation event. Did it come back 50? It did come back, just touched on to 50. There is no much reason to go lower other than the liquidity that is built up here, which is quite a great reason, by the way, to go lower. This could happen. Let me see the lower time frame structure. Technically, if you would see a close above the 148 level, that could be a great opportunity to take a long position. Although, what I would be looking at now is a short. So if we would take a short about 144, we would break below that. That would be great. 50% entry here, 50% entry here, and then target all these trendline liquidities. So target lower, target all the way down here to the 134, 135 region. I know it sounds crazy. I know that this might drop like 6-7%, but that's what I see on the chart. Let's move on. Kaspa. Let's look at Kaspa. Also, guys, let me know if you like this content. This is like a fire rapid, whatever that is. I don't know what this was. Oh, if we would have broken below here, this would have been our short. Although Kaspa actually didn't come and retrace back all the way here, and it added to the liquidity. This could be a very, 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 very good short. Very, very good short. So if Kaspa rejects here, which I think it will, it might just wick through a bit, but I do think it is going to reject here with the total market cap rejecting now. If that does happen, this could be an incredible, incredible, incredible short. So if we break below here, I will take a short position around this region and target all the way. This could be a very, very good trade actually. Down here to the 15-cent region could be about 1 to 5-ish trade. Let's see what it does. It might take all this liquidity first, which could be interesting. If it takes it, I will change my mind, possibly just long on the retrace, but we're yet to see that. So far, I'm looking for a short if we break below 16.5. Link. Someone is Link. Link. Let's go Link. Oh, wow. Link USDT. Shout out to Blowfin for being such a freaking cool platform at first, and second also because they are really taking a shout out to Ben. They're really taking care of us. They invited me to the European Blockchain Week that they are sponsors at. We're going with cause. Shout out to Blowfin. There is a link in the description. They are non-custodial, non-KYC, incredible to use. I use Blowfin all the time. It's really good. Check them out. Shout out to them. And I'm waiting for my merch. You probably see my merch, but I might want too much. So, but I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Okay, so we do have a. Let's look at this rejection here, bruv. So the market structure shift, massive liquidity built up. There is no way this is not dumping. There is no way the link is not dumping. Possibly liquidity, market structure shift, and then all the way down here. So that would be like a potential 10% dump. I do think this will hold, but we need to see a little bit more. It's building up liquidity. You always want to be on the elevator, never on the stairs. Elevator, stairs, elevator, stairs, elevator, elevator, stairs, elevator. You get the point, okay? So far, I'm either if we go up here, I'm shorting. If we go down here and show market structure shift, I am going to take a long. Kaspa, we looked at it. Atroport. Atroport. Let's look at it. There is no drawing on the chart. What do we do here? On the 4 hour, it's actually looking quite decent, very decent actually. It's looking, oh, the problem is that they had an announcement with Sony, I believe, so that was probably what pushed the price higher. So I would be cautious long in here because of the news that's been causing this pump, but it does look decent. So if you think about this, this is internal liquidity here. We're probably going to take it. I would not play with it only because this whole structure was caused because of the Sony news. They somehow going to be integrated with Sony's new thing. If it comes all the way down here to the 5.3 cent region, I would be interested in long if we see a market structure shift. Otherwise, do not touch it. AVAX, let's go AVAX. Let's go Brendan. I know I'm going to say this joke all the time, and I can even do this. Don't hate me, they hate the game. Okay. So you've got bearish market structure on the daily and on the higher time frame. 50 retrace. We don't have an invalidation here, or we don't have a decent level to look for short. This would have been a perfect. This is a very good example. But I always look at it. It comes all the way back up here to a higher time frame POI rejection area. It shows a 1 hour, not a 15-minute, but a 1 hour market structure shift. What does it do after it did a market structure shift? It comes back to 50. Once it came back to 50, you already have your 50% position in here. Then you get your position in here, and then it goes all the way lower. You would have netted about 10% on this move down. What would I do now? Would be looking at taking a long position, because on the lower time frame, this could be considered bullish. Again, we're talking about scalps. If we would close above the, yeah, I might not take a position because it's just coming back for 50. Yeah, so I would be very cautious to taking a long position. If you think the market is going up, you could, although I would wait for this to hit, wait for a market structure shift in the 5 minute, and once that happens, wait for a market structure shift, get 50% in on the retrace, and target lower, a little bit lower. This probably going to get taken, so all the way down 22-ish region could be great, about a 10% short possibly. Let's go. So I'm saying render INJ. Let's do INJ. Now let's do render. Building up massive liquidity. I do think it can be very, very, very good. It comes back 50, very nice. It is building up liquidity now. Probably is going to get a liquidation event, a higher high, and then we can move on. I would definitely be interested in taking long positions here. It's in a great POI. If we would not do a liquidation but just close above 5.97, I would still be interested in taking a long position. And then look at INJ, and this is going to be my last one. I just simply don't have time, guys. I'm so sorry. I have to do school and I have to record shows and like all that stuff. So I had this INJ long, which I closed, and I'm actually very happy that I closed it. Look at it. So I tweeted about this. I closed in profit, but it almost would have stopped me out. And it's building up massive liquidity. Not looking good, bruv. Not looking good, bruv. So if you look at it, and it's also, this is the same as like Kaspa. Look at this. You cannot ignore these trend lines. You cannot. People say it's a trend line, it will bounce. No, it won't. It's liquidity. Maybe it will bounce temporary. Maybe it comes back to the 50 region up here. Maybe to the 19. Do not long this here. It's already working as stairs. Probably going to get liquidated all the way down here, breaker and very strong POI. If we would see a market structure shift around these regions, I would be interested in taking a position. Until then, I'm only shorting. I'm shorting either from 20 or I'm longing either from 16.5. Guys, we don't have a lot more time. I'm sorry about this, but this is how it really works. So if you would like me to analyze more of these or do more of these, I need to get the likes up. I need to get the shares up because I want to see that I'm creating value. Please leave a comment if this if this helps for you, and if you like this, if this actually provides any value to you. If it does, I'm going to continue doing them. If it doesn't, I'm just not going to do them, but I need you to give me feedback in the comment section. Like the show, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you want more of these, and very important, come and check me out on Banter Plus every single day at 11 UTC. There will be a link, 11:30 UTC. There will be a link in the description that you can click on and just go into the channel, subscribe, and find me there with the best alpha, the best news, the best charts, and just the best humor. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I believe I will see you in the next one. Take care.